Alright, I'm on hole number 8 of the Clifftop Links tournament. I'm in the opening round of the rookie division. Alright, I epic failed on this hole in my qualifying round. I actually hit over in the sand here. Had like a 3-ring grate and ended up dribbling into that sand, so we definitely don't want to do that. I'm going to bring a quarterback and all my backspin clubs. So I'm going to bring this bag right here, and I'm going to swap it up. Let's actually change this one. Bring quarterback, and then everything backspin. If I'm in my guardian range, I have a lot bigger problems than the fact that I'm in my guardian range. I'm going to bring a claw instead of a hornet because it's more accurate. It hits at 1.7 per ring versus 1.9 per ring. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but every little bit helps. Doing my machete. And even though it's at 1.1 per ring, I'm gonna hit it at 2.2. And then let's see, what's the difference is distance wise. Man, I'm gonna bring my Malibu because if I'm in the sand up there at the top, distance is definitely gonna be a factor. And I think, let's see which one of my, it's not gonna matter. I'm not gonna be able to get, if you're in the sand up at the top, you're not gonna be able to get all the way down there. Maybe if you had a Spitfire with all the topspin, you could achieve it, but it's very unlikely. And I'm gonna bring my Houdini, and I'm gonna bring a Kingmaker. This is the one hole that I need to bring a Kingmaker. And off we go. Hole number 8. This hole, looking through my bracket, the holes that people were having problems on were 3, 8, 9. What I was really surprised about was I saw about 5 people in my main account bracket that had albatrosses on hole number 9. And hole number 9 is a tough hole to get albatross on. And I was really surprised that 5% of the people in my bracket got albatrosses on it. I mean, I thought that was a pretty big number. Taking out the wind, 2.7, max curl. And I hit it great on the outside, which puts me at risk on the second, on this area right there. Whew. That's the deal, is where you're at there, hitting perfect is ideal. There's just enough room to hit about a 1-ring grade on the outside and a 1-ring grade on the inside. Now I could have made that a little bit safer. What I was doing originally this week is, if you look at the bottom of the sand, I was putting my white ring up, so I was actually pulling back a little bit. And by pulling back, you open this up more. So the farther you get up into the hole here, the harder it is to get around the bend. So to help me out, I was putting my white ring right at the bottom of the sand. But with this account, because I don't have what I found was happening is that I was kind of in between clubs, and I really want to be able to come at this with my claw. And so to get a little bit of extra distance, I don't have a lot of topspin on my quarterback. It's if it was level 10, you get that last little bit of backspin, and so I wasn't able to get to this point. So to pick up some extra distance, I moved forward a little bit, but it does make it harder to get around that corner. Go right at it. Okay, 3-2. It's 1-5 per ring, so that's a 2-ring pool. Now it's just all about hitting perfect. Hitting it great to the right, and it will go great to the right. Right at it. Now what I have found is that I'm starting a little bit to the left of the cup. So I'm going right at it, but I'm a little bit left of the cup because it's wanting to kind of bounce to the right. And when I was right at the flagpole, I was in and up about where I'm at when I hit perfect. So by moving it over just that little bit, not even half a cup, maybe a quarter of a cup to the left, it's putting me a little bit more into range. Then it all boils down to you have to hit perfect. It's one of the reasons I don't like that shot from the top of the hill. Number one, the shot from the top of the hill, you're going to have to adjust for the wind, and you're probably going to have to use curl in order to bring it back to the hole. Whereas the shot that I'm taking is not quite level with the hole. When they talk about adding on for wind, if you're at the top, you probably will have to make an adjustment above and beyond your normal wind adjustment. But if you're hitting to the right where I'm hitting, you're not going to have to make that, because the farther you get down, the more level you are with the cup. That's why I'm not a fan of that rough bump from the top of the hill. So if you're at the top of the hill and you're making that rough bump, that's the shot that you want to take. If you've made that shot and you've had some difficulty with it, you have to understand that you're at the way top of that hill hitting down into that rough. You're going to have to make an additional wind adjustment, and you're getting a tailwind from that direction. And so that wind adjustment's got to be spot on. Otherwise, you're going to end up missing the rough and either get caught up in it because you short shot it, or you're going to blow past it, hit the fairway, and take a wild ride. Because you had to put topspin in order to bring it up to the hole if the rough bump worked out. And if you don't hit the rough, that topspin is going to take you some distance. All right, I will forfeit. All right. That was hole number 8 of the Clifftop Links tournament in the opening round of the rookie division. Thanks for watching.